Good day, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. So today's Friday, the 22nd of August, and it's going to be a short one today. I'm not going to be here for long. I just want to look at how the markets have been behaving today and seeing if there are any potential opportunities that perhaps we can take. Let's see here. So, what should we call it? I've been trying to trade this demo account and trying to fix it, right? If it was a real life scenario, or what if this portfolio was handed down to me and I was tasked with the objective of getting it back to green, getting it back to break even. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that this is down about 10%, right? Saying now they're giving it to me and they're like saying, okay, I need you to bring this back up. Okay, no rush, just bring it back up. So what would I be doing? That's kind of like why I'm here today. To see what I can do about given today's market conditions. We had a couple of things occur as well as the interest rates announcements today, because this guy started to speak. This guy, the Fed, and just gonna see what in the world is gonna happen here. So I do see here the dollar rising up in value again here. That's not good. I wanted to see that thing drop. Okay, dollar goes up in value. Interest rates should go along with it, but they're in the middle of consolidation. Bonds should be going down too. If interest rates have been going up, bonds should be going down. I still would consider that consolidation on both markets. So I'm gonna give dollar its kind of like its more stronger value that is going up in price. So if that's gonna be going the case, then that's gonna be a stance for risk off scenario in the stock market. So indices and stocks, all that jargon should be struggling to push for higher prices. See here. And again, today's gonna be chill. It's gonna be relaxed. I'm not gonna be what should we call it? Being here for too long. I just want to be coming in and out. That's it. We're also at the end of the week too, so look at that huge opening high on the Monday. It's traded down. This is what I would have wanted to have seen price tap into that sell side that I was referring back a long time ago, but on Wednesday, I believe, Wednesday stream, we had barely tapped it. Okay, see that the low here was made at, should we call it coordinates, 23,031 and a half. Okay, and then the low this candle wick, 23,035 and a quarter. So that's like about 4 handles that it did not tap. Okay, this needed to be tapped, but yeah, if it's not going to, I can see price reacting in this manner, where it wants to be pushing up, but now it's not doing so. So yesterday would have been a challenging day to trade, and then today, excuse for this whole mess, but yeah, we still have some buy side liquidity. I would like for it to tap, especially what's been balanced lately has been this. We have this failure swing here, so I would like to see that act as resistance for price to continue going down lower. We have another balanced price range up here, buy side, sell side, in the form of another failure swing. So this ideally I would have liked to have seen it act as a turtle soup, so it continue its sell program. But because it's linked to a higher time frame PDRA of mitigation block, I wonder if that will be acting as like a form of defense for price to react off OTE and then continue for it to go down lower. Okay, so if it's gonna do that, I like to get ahead and see my markings here. The lowest low in form of bodies. Okay, and let's do quadrants. No, let's do OTE right here. See how that is gonna head down lower like this. So that swing low probably. We also still have that sell side liquidity that we've been aiming for. And look at this. Okay, really challenging. Yesterday would have been challenging too. I really enjoyed though this New York London low, the way it reacted off turtle soup, boom, escalated up higher. There's still some more buy side that hasn't been referred back to yet either. Up here, old highs. So I'll be transferring those soon as well. But in terms of how 9:30 opens, let's see here. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Now let's do what should we call it? We have 917, so we should do well, okay. Where is 8:30? Okay. If it's gonna continue going down lower, this little small order block, we'd like to see that be respected to continue that downtrend to hit all these referred sell side liquidity if it's gonna keep going down, right? Most recent form of SMT has been this. The swing high, although has been referred back to here by US 100 or NQ, has been referred back to here by US 500, right? So we could have a six sister effect where, because we've seen this have been tapped by the other sisters, this is the only one that's left for it to tap up to here. But I'm still under the idea that we could probably use this balanced price range to keep going down lower. There is still one more unit time cycle that I'm referring back to. So let's see, here's 10, 8, 19, so that's okay. So it's a bullish breaker. We'll set that to 9:30. Okay, and just look at how nicely it was respected after 9:15. Didn't wick down here below, so that shows speed, aggression, going up to here. Excuse me. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just go get a quick drink of water. Okay, so we have 6 minutes before the open, and again, dollar's been going up. Moment for risk-off scenario. It's going to be very difficult for stocks to continue pushing price upwards. I believe, at least, we have two certain balanced price ranges that are stacked together. One is in the form of a block, and one is in the form of a range. And I would like to see displacement to head down lower, as well as right now we are looking to get into this type 2 dealing range reversal, right? But at this time, I would like to see it react at this level. And we have yet to meet that sell side we've mentioned. So it's been teased to be tapped not once but twice. See, and each time we go back up, we're still creating lower highs. See that? So that still to me showcases weakness that perhaps we may be going down further to reach for that sell side. And it should be if it is going to go down lower, these levels should be easy for a price to just destroy because they have been referred to before. Yeah. Let's see here. I think I'm missing one more. We have the 30. Okay, so we have another one right here. Okay, 9 o'clock. Okay, gotcha. So this to me would be buy side that has yet been referred back to. Okay, beautiful. 1, 2, and then do something like this. This is our CME open. Okay, and then we're gonna do this. Has this been referred back to? Yes, it has. So you see how it's been referred back to by both markets except US 100. Okay. So if it's gonna go down, right? This discount array immediately act as inverse to sell down lower. Hasn't done so yet. As it closes below the low of this breaker right here, this low. Okay, one thing to take note of as well, we've been dealing with very messy price action. Look at this, a couple of hours or so since 4 a.m. since London lunch. So just be a little wary. 9:28. All right, we're about to meet 9:30 open in a couple of minutes. Still leaning very bearish to the downside unless proven otherwise. And let's see here. So we'll see if price will use that balanced price range to continue going low and lower. Like it'll just go up bullishly, react up this, head down lower. We are about to see the market open up. So, all right, new price range, breaker right here. See how this will behave next 30 minutes. There we go, 9:30. Okay, we're not referring to this anymore. Okay, get that out of your head. We're not gonna be referring to this now. 9:15. Low high, higher low, higher high. Right? So that was the last candle. So what's lower than this low? This low coming back down. So that's my balanced price range. So think of it as like a mitigation block or a failure swing going up. But we were looking for sell side. So let's see, we'll trade back up here, treat this as a premium array now, and seeing if that will make price continue to head down lower. We've also traded below this 30 bullish breaker, 30 unit time cycle bullish breaker. So we can also trade back up here again and see how we'll treat that as a premium array to continue the sell sides move down lower. Okay, we got to refer to this. Waiting for this to go up a little bit higher. Think about limit orders. Actually, here I can protect myself. There are other platforms where you can only put in your limit order. You can only set your stop order after you enter into a trade. Getting into a platform like this, it makes me feel more protected because you have your risk defined. So we're going to see if this gets treated now as a premium array to head down lower. Okay, very good. Now we have this balanced price action right here too. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Wow, the spread is crazy. We have a little volume imbalance here. That's the first thing I see. Let's take a closer look here. We have that failure swing going down. We're acting up a speed threshold. This is the high, right? Let's see. The high at 7:30 on Thursday. Yeah, this high. This would be the high of our bear breaker to go up. If it does seem, but let's see here. Wicket above it. That's still permissible because it's still inside this balanced price range. So if it's gonna go up, right? What's the first liquidity pool here? Let's see here. We got the Thursday, New York lunch. There we go, tapped. Oh wow. I don't think I saw this in my analysis. These have been incorrectly labeled. I apologize for that. This is Thursday. This is Wednesday, but it's marked as Tuesday. Huge error on my part. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. We have CME, we have Asia. So that was Wednesday, not Tuesdays. Tuesday pre-market. gonna go ahead and fix that here too. Got Wednesday. Wednesday here too, and then Wednesday here too. Yeah, that's annoying. I don't know why I didn't mark it right. Guess sometimes you just forget, I guess. Okay, so we got price reacting off that high. Next high should be going towards 2. It's the high up here if it's going to keep going up. Okay, so I guess using this breaker here as support to continue the rally to go up higher. First percent of fair value gap is right here. No, wait, hold up. Low here is 23,186.2. Small little fair value gap there. So if we're trying to reach this pool of liquidity, we have this first percent of fair value gap. And that's to make prices go up higher. 945 now. Okay, that ought to do it. Let's see here. Okay, price made a new higher high. Did it retrace back down to 75%? Around here. Yep. Continuing expansion upwards. Let's see if we can get into this order block here. It's not yet an order block, but you know. Stop loss under this low. And let's see if that will take us to go up higher here. And this is the practice account, right? So yeah, all lower tasks of looping it back over to break even, I'm still trying to test out some PD arrays or some logic about what is it that I've been learning about lately. Because this at the time wasn't really an Aura block just yet, so that's why we enter on it in the, I guess, anticipation that it will probably become one after we close above its open. So we'll see if this acts as a form of support to continue the idea of that will head up higher. Okay, if this plan, I guess, goes in our favor, this will reject the idea that we'll probably use this old range here as OTE. So that will mean that this old high here, the high right here, perhaps will not be respected either. Look at that. I thought it was a 9 a.m. Okay, so it'll be 10 a.m. now. But still doesn't defeat the fact. Look at this. Check this out, dude. Look at how beautiful. Price tap down to that first percentage fair value gap. See that? Right here. It wasn't this one. It was this one right here. Look at how nicely that looks. Now, isn't that amazing? And then look at the stop loss. This is what I mean by the risk that's in place. You could be having a secured stop loss and everything, but when sudden price swings occur, such as like today, I mean, just look at that. Your stop loss definitely didn't get respected today, did it? Wow. So you guys just saw me blow up an account in real time. This is what it looks like. And there's no more hope of holding it, right? Like it'll revert back down to. Just gonna have to eat it up. And then now it's a matter if it's gonna get respected and filled. Let's see here. Wow, look at that. Did it get respected? Yeah, it did. Oh no, no, it's still on. Okay, close to position. Failed to close the position. Wow, look at that. Something went wrong. Wow. What's today's date? Today's Fed Chair Powell speaks. Okay. It just doesn't want to close today. Failed to close. Something went wrong. Are you seeing this? This is nuts. I'm so glad this is just a demo account. Imagine if this was a real life money. Oh boy. If it doesn't do like this. Still doesn't want to close it, right? Wow, that is wild. Alright guys, so it's beyond my time limit, as you saw today. We anticipated direction for it to keep going bearish. Price gave it to us in that direction and then immediately readjusted itself to go up higher, right? So there was 2 points of directions of it going up higher. We had, even though we had these 2 points of it stacked to head down lower, we still had a, what should we call it, a dealing range from low to high, bullish, in the form of a breaker. So those are really strong because those are like the quarterly shifts that we see in the higher time frame, right? So if we want to see that support to go going up higher, notice how price was bouncing around here using the high of this breaker, and immediately once 10 o'clock hit, price wick down just to the low. Look at that, just to the low of this. The low of this breaker comes at 23,206 and 3/4. The low of this candle comes at 23,206 and 1/4. So by 2 ticks, and it repriced down aggressively, right? Which we saw that it was just going down to the first percentage fair value gap down here, and then expanded up higher for the buy side. That was the only bullish force. And we saw this time, if it was going to keep going up higher, that's what it had to do. Okay. And this all stems from the idea, now that I think about it, is that if it didn't want to reach down to that low, right, it should have, but it didn't. It means that what? Price is trying to revert back into the higher time frame. So it used all of this on Thursday just to fake out those people to this morning, create another fake swing low. They didn't still reach that low here, so that's giving us hints that price doesn't want to reach it down there. What's our only excuse to go up higher? This breaker. So this breaker was used to boost price to go up higher. More specifically, the first percentage fair value gap right here, a little bit at 937. There's another one right here, but that's not the first percentage. Why? Because on this buy side direction, there's this little swing high here that formed. So when price created that imbalance, this, referring back to here, this price was already balanced already. So it was already a balanced, and then created a little small imbalance. This whole range here, it's already balanced. So I wouldn't refer nothing inside this little range here for any F fair value gaps. It would have to be above the high at 934. See if there's any imbalances going up in this direction, and the first one is down here. Price repriced down lower to discount, right? And then immediately sold up higher for the interest rates announcements. And now we're looking to reach up to these old highs right here from the buy stops, and look at that, now we're reaching the lunch buy side liquidity. So look, and we're finally out of that position, so that's good. All right guys, so that's it for today. I hope you have a good one, and take it easy. It's a short stream today.